Always delighted to have Tom Bartholomy from the Better Business Bureau here with us because we can learn some great information that protects us from a lot of those lowlifes out there who are trying to scam us all the time. Tom, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good to be back.
Tom's got something that this really surprised me. When I think of scams, I think of the elderly being scammed a lot. But you say millennials are being scammed more than boomers. That doesn't make sense to me because, you know, the millennials are the ones who know all about the computers and the phones and what's going on here?
It's a few things. Number one, millennials are very tech savvy, but not very scam savvy.
Really?
And the research that we did, the studies and surveys that were taken, found that 1 in 4 households are affected by scams last year, and over $50 billion last year alone. And so people think, okay, it's the elderly and those that aren't real bright.
Right, exactly.
They just don't know how to protect themselves from these types of things. And what we found is basically the opposite, that seniors especially are very scam savvy. I mean, they get pummeled with information from BBB and AARP and everybody else on what scams are out there and how to protect yourself from them. Who isn't getting that message are the millennials. And so now we're seeing not only are they more susceptible, but they're also being targeted because they're more susceptible.
That is fascinating. And what are they being scammed? How are they being scammed? What are some of the big scams out there?
A couple that have just been reported on our scam tracker on our website at bbb.org just this week are employment scams. A kid, 19 years old, Johnson C. Smith University, had applied for internships through Procter & Gamble and some other companies, got a letter back, said it was from Procter & Gamble, that he's been accepted, and here's how to go about doing this, that he had to get their software package, so he had to send them $5,000 to get the laptop, the software, everything else to do with it. Boom, he goes, I'm going to be working for P&G, how great is this? Sends off the $5,000, and within 2 days, he said he got a letter from him again saying, congratulations, you've been accepted, and here's your first check for $10,000. And so he went ahead and cashed. As he was cashing that, he was being told that that first check was fraudulent, and he had to make good on it. So it's that type of thing that they get caught up in, wow, I got a job, I'm on my way, and boom, he's out $5,000.
Wow. And I guess the thing is, too, that these scammers are becoming more sophisticated, too, aren't they?
Oh, indeed. I mean, they know how to use tech just as well as anybody else out there, and even better. And they've got all the greatest tools and ways to get into your pocket, and they're taking advantage of them, especially if somebody thinks they're bulletproof. That scams can't happen to me. I'm invulnerable to being taken by these scams. They love somebody like that.
So, real quickly, as we're running out of time, what's the best way to protect yourself from scammers?
Well, it's realizing that if there's any time money going the other direction, whether it's wire transfer or credit card or whatever, if that's going the other direction and you haven't checked this out, you've got to do some research. You've got to do some due diligence. Otherwise, you're just setting yourself up to be taken.
Good stuff there, Tom. Golly, and if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. All right, Tom Bartholomy with the Better Business Bureau. Great information, bbb.org.
That's the place.
Check that site out, no matter who you are, millennials, boomers, elderly, whatever. You'll love it. All right, 8:43, let's check in.